playoff basketball. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Boston, home of Game 2 of the Chicago Bulls-Boston Celtics matchup. I'm Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello. And Mike, Chicago hoping to even the series up here tonight.
And it won't be easy, not against this Celtics team. The Celtics are the favorites to come out of the East, and they've shown why that's the case with a convincing Game 1 win.
Very convincing. And the bright spot, Clark, from Game 1 for the Chicago Bulls, the production they got from the terrific Michael Jordan.
How about his performance? Didn't look like he had been bothered at all by that foot injury. 49 points, and he showed he's extremely ready for the big stage of the playoffs. But you know what? He's going to have to even be better for them to get the win tonight.
That's a good thought. And the Bulls will start with Charles Oakley and Dave Corzine at the 4 and 5. Running the point will be Kyle Macy. And on the wings, it's the fearsome duo of Michael Jordan and the Iceman, George Gervin. And the Celtics' vaunted front court, Bird and McHale at the forward, with Robert Parrish in the middle. The backcourt pairing for them, Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge.
And the Bulls are in dire need to even this series. Losing by 17 points in Game 1, they need to make a statement tonight.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
I like whenever Macy looks to score because it makes the defense uncomfortable like that.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Clark, the Bulls can't fall down 0-2 in a 5-game series.
Hey, Kevin, it's hard enough to beat this Celtics team in any series, but to take 3 straight games from them, virtually impossible.
I think you're right. And the shot goes in.
Good for about 1 per game. Ainge finds his open man easily there.
And Jordan with 49 points the last game. Mark, any chance you think he'll match that?
I'm never comfortable betting against Michael Jordan, Kevin. This guy is so good and so amazing. He's got the skill and the will to do it. I think a lot depends on what kind of defense the Celtics play on it.
That's going to be the thing to watch. And the Celtics with possession here after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Clock at 6. Oakley against McHale. Got a piece of it.
A tough defender all around. Oakley sent that one right back.
Here's Jordan. And now for some info on this matchup, let's go across the court to our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Thanks, guys. Now, there are unique differences between these teams, of course. Boston has a huge size advantage, but they like to get on a run. Chicago is a quicker team, but they like to slow it down and set things up. Another unique aspect to the matchup, the Celtics may be bigger, but during the regular season, it was the Bulls who had the offensive rebounding edge. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Certainly Bulls rookie Charles Oakley, Mike, has something to do with their stellar work on the rebounding.
A strong finish for the 9th pick in the draft. Oakley came from Virginia Union. Now a year later, he's playing in Boston in the NBA playoffs.
He's got presence, though, doesn't he, Mike, on the floor?
And he can back it up with that body.
And Clark, here's something that no team has been able to do. Slow down the Celtics front court.
Well, there's just so much talent. Actually, too much talent at every position to be able to plug all the holes. They hurt you at both ends of the floor, too. Bird, McHale, Parrish, all elite players.
I think someday all 3 will be in the Hall of Fame.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
And the big question and Mike problem for the Celtics. How do they slow down Michael Jordan?
Well, they sent a few options his way in Game 1. They know they need to be better and will still vary their looks. You see how opportunistic Johnson is, sprinting down the floor in transition.
He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from McHale. They're looking really strong offensively, Mike.
Terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That'll be the key. Now, here's Gervin. To the left side wing. Oakley inside. He's guarded by McHale. Oakley misses. Here's Johnson. Oakley with some nice D.
Defense was right up in his face there, and it spoiled his attempt to lay it in.
Macy, no luck.
Aggressive move. That's an easy 2 points most of the time.
Jordan against Ainge. And McHale the basket on the assist by Ainge. Ainge has got 3 assists now in this one.
Good luck trying to stop Kevin McHale down low. And the Bulls unable to stay with the Celtics in game 1. It was within reach until the fourth quarter, but fell 123 to 104.
And, you know, it really came down to the experience of the Celtics. That was a huge advantage for them. This is a group of championship players, and they had one of the best regular seasons ever as well.
Walton's checked in for the Celtics. Seasting comes in for Dennis Johnson. Ainge the pass to Seasting. Here's McHale. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
You know, Seasting's job is to get the ball to open teammates. Great dime right there.
So timeout called here, the first for Chicago.
I think this is more like a tourniquet as opposed to just being a simple timeout.
Yeah, they're just bleeding points here. Coach has seen enough.
Redmond's checked in for the Celtics. Paxson kicks to Green. Here is Seasting, guarded by Paxson. And the pass to Wedman. Pass to Bird.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's McHale. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Chicago looking a bit lost. This Boston crowd really making their presence felt. And you look at this Chicago team, and they aren't your typical 8 seed.
You know, Mike, they didn't have Jordan for much of the season, and that certainly skews their record. But they are a fearless, confident, aggressive group that can hang with anybody when they're on their game.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That one is off.
The blend of athleticism and scoring prowess Jordan possesses is insane. He's capable of destroying teams all by himself.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Redmond can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 11. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Jordan, so sweet to watch in the air. What a treat.
1:29 left in the first. Pass to Bird. Here is Seasting. Inside, here's Wedman. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
They have set the tone in the paint, getting whatever they want.
Well, not much resistance, and if things don't change, this could turn into a blowout. Such a gifted offensive player. He can hurt you in a variety of ways. He's a headache for opposing defenses.
Here's Wedman, guarded by Jordan. Here's Seasting. That 3 off the mark. Banks against Bird. Banks, no good. Boston leading by 9. Pass to Seasting. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pulls up on the elbow. Nice jump shot. Good.
They've been the aggressors right from the start, asserting themselves from the very beginning.
Yeah, they're setting the tone, and they're doing it on both ends of the floor.
Here's Wedman. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Left side, Banks. And he comes up with the deuce.
You know, this isn't a big part of Corzine's game, but he doesn't waste a chance to drop a dime on occasion.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Boston on top, leading by 9. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter in this round 1 matchup between the Chicago Bulls and the Boston Celtics. Bulls trail by 9.
And the plan for the Bulls this series is to try and slow things down. The Celtics want to get into an up-and-down game. Makes sense with all the weapons they have.
Taking a look at the Bulls. Charles Oakley out there with Gervin. And it's Green. Then it's Jordan. And it's Paxson in at the point guard. Here's Johnson. The Bulls getting the bucket. He kicks it to McHale. The rebound by Oakley. And the slower the game gets, Clark, the more beneficial that is for the Bulls.
And, you know, that's not easy with all the great passes the Celtics have. The Bulls need to make sure they get back in transition because the Celtics are looking to push it every chance they get.
Pushing that pace, you're right. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Celtics on D. They've led by as many as 11 points. Green breaking loose.
An underrated defender. Bird may not be the quickest player, but he has a great understanding of the game and is always in position to make a play.
You know, we all know about the Boston home court advantage. They won 40 games here during the regular season. A dominating home court advantage for the Celtics this year.
And Mike, the Celtics, as you said, so dominant at home.
And that home record has everyone in the East nervous about playing them. The Celtics can make the most out of a home court advantage. Hard to see anybody taking many games here.
And Johnson drops them both.
Hey, the respect Johnson's teammates have for him is obvious. They trust his decision-making and follow his lead.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Oakley.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Parrish inside, working on Green. The shot's good from Parrish. You look at the numbers for Larry Bird this season, Mike, 25, 10, and 7. I mean, numbers that he's put up for several seasons in a row now.
Bird has defined what the small forward position is all about. And that's 6'10", by the way. He impacts the floor in every metric. I'm ready to call him the best small forward ever. Wow. It would take a special talent to knock him off that pedestal.
And coming from you, that's high praise. The shot by Ainge, no good. Bulls trail by 7. To the paint, here's Jordan. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Excellent D there from Parrish. Bird inside. By Gervin. Shot's good from Bird. Bird's got his second bucket.
Solid body control. Bird not allowing the D to throw him off.
Green breaking loose. Oakley misses.
A perfect example there of how to protect the rim.
To have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, such an asset defensively.
And now, let's head over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Both teams have made veteran acquisitions to bolster their rotations. For the Bulls, it's the Iceman, George Gervin. He'll be 34 a week from today. It's his 14th season after playing in San Antonio most of his career. The 7th all-time leading scorer with more than 26,000 points. His all-time playoff scoring average is right behind Jerry West. That's a pretty good scoring punch. Back to you.
Well said. It is indeed. Thanks, DA. George Gervin shot 47% this season, Clark, the lowest of his career. But that's because he had fewer opportunities. But you and I know he can still fill it up.
There is no denying that, Kevin. He's been a tremendous scorer throughout his career, one of the very best. And we know George Gervin can finger roll.
Yes, well said.
And during the season, Boston took 5 of the 6 meetings. But Boston was beating just about everyone at that rate.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Well, these timeouts so big for these players to collect themselves.
Here we go, Boston.
Drink some Gatorade. Hydrate. Get that little bit of rest.
It's so important to have the energy in the fourth quarter. And that starts with timeouts like this. Making sure you get your fluids because you know you'll lose pounds of water weight during the game.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Corzine comes in for Green, and it's Macy in for Paxson. 4 on the clock. Johnson from outside. No good there. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. And only one of those meetings between Boston and Chicago, Clark, featured the Bulls at full strength.
You know, Jordan only played the Celtics once in the regular season, Kevin. It was his 4th game back from injury. We're seeing how different those matchups could have gone had he been healthy.
That's a solid observation. Johnson outside. McHale trying to free himself. And as we expected, Mike Fratello, this Celtics front court has been a problem for Chicago.
And this is something the Bulls won't ever have an answer to. I mean, the whole Eastern Conference didn't have an answer for Bird, McHale, and Parrish.
Future Hall of Famers in some people's eyes.
What I like about Ainge, he looks like a choir boy, but he's a fighter.
Boston making some changes. Walton's checked in for McHale. And it's Hastings in for Johnson.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only
2
fuels
minutes
that.
remaining in the first half.
Here's Jordan. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
The coaches love seeing shots from there, at the rim.
And stolen by Jordan. And Jordan slams it in.
How many other guys can do that? Michael Jordan, everybody. You can't top his showmanship.
1:39 left in the first half of the game. Hastings passes to Walton. Celtics passing it around. Here is Hastings, defended by Macy. Hastings passes to Ainge. Clock at 4. And they'll get another chance. Now the pass to Hastings. Tries again. Here's Parrish. And another miss by Boston.
He had space to operate inside, but just couldn't get it to fall.
Gervin dishes to Jordan. Down low. Macy passes to Jordan. Another shot. Oakley. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
This is Oakley doing his thing, battling on the boards and then instinctively sending it back.
Here's Ainge. Off the left rim and out.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Stolen by Parrish. Hastings passes to Ainge. Dishes to Bird. That's tipped.
Making a nice impact on defense at 6'11". Corzine is absolutely a shot blocking threat and a good rim protector.
Redmond's checked in for Danny Ainge. Banks checked in for Chicago. .26 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Hastings. Yep, great play there. Set up by Walton. Hastings got his second bucket of the night.
For big, Walton has good instincts with the ball. He knows when to give it away to a guy with a better angle.
Kicks it out to Banks. Pass to Macy. Jordan on the wing. Pass to Banks. Just 3 on the clock. Good on the shot. Banks has got the lead up to 1 now for the Bulls.
Such a savvy distributor. Jordan's court awareness and understanding of when his guys are open is impressive.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bulls lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Third quarter set to begin as the lights of Back Bay brighten up the sky in Massachusetts. We're here in Boston for Game 2 of the Bulls and Celtics. Second half of play getting going here in Boston.
You look at the firepower of this Boston team. 3 All-Stars in Bird, McHale, and Parrish. And this core has been together for their latest title runs.
And an easy call for the officials there.
Yeah, don't argue that whistle. Pretty obvious.
And the Celtics core, Clark, won in 1984 and returned to the finals again last season.
And I think for this Celtics team, anything short of a title, Kevin, is a bust. I mean, they know they're the team to beat, and they carry themselves that way. One of the most talented teams we've probably ever seen in the league.
I agree. And now, let's go to DA.
Thanks very much. Now, we know about Larry Bird's determination at certain points, but Michael Jordan has some of those same qualities. He missed 64 games this season with a broken left foot, and Chicago management didn't want him to play anymore. But he put that foot down, citing his love of the game clause that's in his contract, which allows him to play whenever he wants. And he said, I'm going to play basketball. That's what I am, a basketball player. He's back on the floor. Guys?
David, thank you. It's a great story. Michael loves to play the game, Mike Fratello.
And he rarely seems to get tired. Some people have speculated that because he missed a great deal of the season, he doesn't have the normal fatigue at this time of year.
Parrish is out there with McHale. Then it's Johnson, then it's Bird, and it's Ainge, and it's Hugo. That's the Boston Five.
Looking at the way Jordan finished the regular season, you had to know that he was on the verge of having a stellar playoff run. Scary to think how good he'll be in the coming years.
Mike, his work ethic, I know, impresses you so much. And so here is Chicago, following the bucket by the Celtics. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Almost 30 points per game for Michael Jordan. Mike, in the final 5 games of the season, an unbelievable streak.
And the future for Jordan looks bright as ever. Starting to show he's more than just a high flyer. He started to develop the skills to score at all levels of the floor.
You sound like a coach, but I know you appreciate that game so much. So he comes up empty, missing both.
A tone setter both on the floor and in the locker room. Oakley's toughness is beneficial in a multitude of ways.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
The ball goes to Chicago.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Second chance effort.
And when you look at that stacked 84 draft class, obviously there's Jordan. Some incredible talents in just their second season.
And good that time. Johnson's got 6.
Fantastic work inside from Johnson. Not bashful at attacking from the paint.
Here's Gervin. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Gervin's got the game tied up here for Chicago. Gervin's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Like a lot of impact players coming in that 1984 draft class in the NBA.
And the talent is at all positions. Great guards, forwards, and of course, Hakeem as a center. He'll go down as one of the best draft classes in a long, long time.
You are so right. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Oakley. And it's Paxson in for Kyle Mason. Now here's Jordan. Following the miss by Larry Bird.
Excellent work, contesting the shot and then positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
Lays it up and banks it in. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
What tenacity from Johnson. Able to absorb the hit and work through it.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Coming onto the court, it's your Boston Dancers.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the dominance of the Celtics, Mike, have shown again this season. It feels like it's their year.
They know it's championship or bust for them. They figure they'll be tested on the way and could also have to deal with their old pals, the Lakers. But all season long, they have been the front runner, and that won't change until they're knocked out.
They've got the target on their back for sure.
Another big night for Jordan. What a natural scorer he is. MJ simply can do it all.
The Celtics with the lead. Here's Johnson. Bucket is good. He's got 10.
Assertive move. You can tell this game's heating up.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Jordan. Tries again. And Green with the lay-in.
Just a touch more aggression on the defensive glass, and that could have been prevented.
Yeah, they've got to get physical if they want to prevent those second-chance looks.
And Jordan has gotten his points, but Clark not at the same rate as we saw in Game 1.
Exactly, Kevin. I think they're offering a lot more resistance to Michael Jordan. They're making him work for it more tonight. They know he's the guy that makes it happen for the Bulls. Everything flows through Michael and the Bulls offense, slowing him down. The highest priority for the Celtics.
Yeah, he's the engine. He's the driver. He's everything for this team.
Yep, the whole car.
Yes, he is. Walton's checked in for the Celtics. Seaston comes in for Danny Ainge. Banks checked in for Chicago. Free throw good. Bird.
You know, part of what makes Bird exceptional is his all-around talent. I mean, he gets it done on both ends of the floor, and that's how you end up being an MVP in the league. In close games, you got to take the hard foul. You cannot allow dunks in close ball games.
Yeah, because you always say these easy points will kill you, absolutely destroy you, huh?
You got to shut them down.
Oh.
And that begins with better pressure on the ball. They need some better effort defensively.
And in a hard contest like this, you expect your guys to give you everything they've got.
You're right, Clark. You know, I love watching him hustle there. His teammates appreciating the effort. I'm looking at you, and you appreciate that effort.
Shaking my head, yes.
Especially at this point of the game. Let's see if this serves as a jolt of energy for them moving ahead.
Boston making a switch here. Redmond's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Charles Oakley, he's checked in for Green. Johnson surveying the floor. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Banks. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed. Paxson's got 6 assists now in the game. Seasting passes to Walton. Out to the right wing. Here's Wedman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Seasting. Another shot. And another shot. And Jordan sends it back.
With defensive prowess and nearly a 7-foot wingspan, it's a lot harder to get a clean look on Jordan than most guys.
The shot's good from Paxson.
Got it in close, and that just about always helps.
Boston trailing. To the inside. Here's Parrish. And again, unable to change momentum here. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Jordan kicks to Banks. Jordan trying to free himself up. The shot's good from Banks. Banks has got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. It's blocked. Here's Parrish.
To go along with his length, Parrish is an efficient scorer with a variety of moves.
4th team foul.
The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
A double-double machine. Parrish understands his strengths on offense and also works hard at the defensive end.
Good on the second free throw. Jordan outside with 1 on the clock, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. It's Chicago as they end the third quarter on a 10-1 run. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Final quarter of play starting in this Game 2 matchup between Chicago and Boston. Here's Ainge.
And with the injury Jordan sustained this year, he has about as fresh of legs as anyone. He showed that in Game 1.
On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Macy is out there with Jordan. Then it's Oakley, then it's Corzine, and it's Banks, and at the 3, the small forward.
Well, this man has led the way on the boards.
And it's about more than the numbers. It's about the mentality, the toughness he brings.
Fundamentally sound right there. Threw it down with 2 hands.
Yep, sweet dunk for him.
Beyond the aesthetics, a big 2 points.
And Jordan with the broken foot earlier this season, Clark. Boy, right now he looks 100%, doesn't he?
You know exactly right, Kevin. He had some games towards the end of the year to get himself acclimated and going again. But as you said, he looks locked in now with no holds barred on his game.
No limits at all.
Exactly. A devastating punch. They can't afford to give up a dunk like this when they're trying to come back.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there was a statement behind that dunk. One that says, you aren't going to come back in this one, buddy.
Yeah, that has to shake their confidence in their defense. Tough blow.
Here's Ainge. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. 6 on the shot clock. Busted. No good that time either.
And, you know, part of the reason why the Celtics feel comfortable pushing the tempo, the development of Danny Ainge, it gives them another option to initiate the fast break. Things are coming together nicely for him offensively, gelling well, starting to build the lead.
Yeah, it's all coming together on that end. Just need to maintain this forward momentum.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Mike Ainge, a player that makes a difference off the stat sheet, always doing the little thing.
He's an X factor for the Celtics. He can spark the team with a few hustle plays, three-pointers, a great fit alongside the rest of the Boston Stars.
Terrific fit. John Paxson, he's checked in for Kyle Macy.
Tell you what, the Bulls have really done a terrific job not giving this Celtics crowd a reason to get into it at all.
And Jordan continues to be the dominant scoring force on the floor. Mike, Bird can't even keep up with him.
That's no knock on Bird. That's just how special Jordan is. He is putting on an absolute show in this game.
I bet Bird is impressed too. Now here's Johnson. To the paint, and stolen by Oakley. Here's Jordan. And the layup's good off the glass. 24 points for Jordan.
Relentless. You make contact with Jordan, it doesn't affect him at all.
Passes it to Bird. To halt the run. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Tell you what, you can feel their frustration underneath the surface. It's actually palpable with all these misses.
They're trying to shake it off, but every time they come up short, the panic starts to set in.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Giving up way too many scores inside. I can see why coach called the timeout there.
And when you can't defend your rim inside, you can guarantee coach is going to address that.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Poke loose. Holding up top. He's defended by Jordan. McHale goes back up. It's hauled in by Oakley. Oakley's got his 16th rebound on the night. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
They've gotten out to a big lead because of superior play on both ends.
No better way to do it. It's much easier to win games when you own both sides of the floor.
Now, here is Bird. And they call an illegal screen here.
You got to make sure that you're stationary and set when you're going to set a screen. Any kind of movement typically will draw the whistle.
Yeah, he made things easy for the ref right there. Clear offensive foul on the pick.
To the middle. Here's Jordan. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed. Paxson's got assist number 8 now on the night. Celtics trail by 19. Coach, they're ice cold on the offensive end.
Well, something has to change.
Bird passes to Johnson. Can they get it? Rebounded by Corzine. Corzine's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Jordan. And Johnson pulls it down. Jordan against Ainge.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Bird outside. There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. And Walton throws it down.
What a gifted passer. Bird enjoys shredding defenses and pick and roll.
Chicago leading by 17. Here's Oakley, and it's sent back by McHale.
Bulls foul. Gene Banks.
Austin making a switch here. Parrish is checked in.
Team foul.
The Bulls making a change here as well.
Substitution on the court.
Gervin's checked in. 1:39 left in the game. And it's Parrish finishing it off.
Parrish cleaning it up for his team, using his length to protect the play and get them the basket.
Here he goes. Here's Corzine. Count that one.
They're doing absolutely everything they can to close the book on this one.
Yeah, the time on the clock and the numbers on the scoreboard are all in their favor right now.
Bird outside. Back to Ainge. No good on the shot. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. The 9-foot shot. The shot will not fall. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Johnson in the corner. Into the lane. McHale trying to free himself. And they get it back.
Big offensive board there. They can now milk that clock a little more.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's Boston now. Irvin with the ball. Guarded now by Larry Bird. Down low. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Excellent job surveying the floor that time by Gervin. Recognized when his guys were open and got it to him.
And here's Boston. 19-point game. Three-pointer, Bird. The rebound by Corzine. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 20-4 run. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
This run, it's a haymaker, a knockout run.
I think this run has sealed the game. Guys, where are we going to dinner?
And that one misses.
There are so many incredible talents in the game today. But George Gervin, he might be at another level when it comes to scoring.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Seasting. Here's Walton. Great D that time from Green. Left side, Jordan. Here's Holton. And amazingly, the Bulls, Mike, have come into Boston and gotten a win. Great performance from them.
And with the series tied at 1-1, in the next two games in Chicago, the Bulls now have a